Hello.
How are you?
Happy New Year. Compliments.
Compliments. You're back.
I'm back.
And
I'd love to say, are you back? But I know you've been here this whole time.
I know you've been listening.
Listen.
I hear you're back with a bang, and today you're not even alone. Who do you have with us?
I have here a guest. It's the new year, ne?
Yeah.
And we're coming in, hitting in hard.
Uh-huh.
We're not playing.
Go
We're
on.
getting straight into business.
Uh-huh.
So that's what's happening on this show today.
Uh-huh.
I have a guest. I'm no expert. The gentleman over here, he's the expert in electronics. He's Godfrey Mo.
Mm-hmm.
He is a young entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur, if I may say.
Yes.
And he owns Web Mechanics. He's managing director at Web Mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's doing really well. Listen, Web Mechanics is based in Malapula, but they do have a head office in Gaborone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's employed quite a few people, and as you can see, he's got multiple offices. Yes, he is securing the bag.
Mm-hmm.
All from his passion in electronics.
And then definitely is the right man to talk to, since we've been teasing Koro will be talking about electronics engineering. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Just grab the mic, it's fine. It won't bite.
Why is it running away? Oh, why?
Now,
Alright.
just to ask out of curiosity, why did you choose the field that you're in?
It's quite an interesting story
Mm-hmm.
because I grew up around computers, so I could say it kind of chose me. I didn't really choose it,
Mm-hmm.
but in the end, I ended up choosing it because I went to school for it and graduated in computer engineering, software development, to be a little bit more specific. I chose it because the world is really going digital.
Yeah.
And it's inevitable that eventually everything we do is going to be programmed somehow. There's going to be a time when cars are going to be driving themselves, and all of that was quite interesting to me because I grew up playing computer games, and I've always been wondering, how do you make this thing work? How do you make this little screen look like it's so real? So I just got intrigued, and I played a lot of games before as a kid. Hey, I was always being beaten. Hey, yarobala, because can I get more computering? But in the end, it worked out because I went to school for it, and now I'm making a living.
Now you're making
websites and hosting. Weird story a lot, but it is a weird story.
Okay.
I don't know if it's legal or not. Please don't call the cops on me. But I used to,
You're safe here.
Okay, awesome. Back in varsity, there's always that guy whom you go to when you need your project done or help with your project.
ICT.
That kind of whatnot. Yeah. So I was kind of that guy back in 2015, 2014. I think that's what really drove me into learning how to work with people, or I should say customers. Back then, I to be honest, I enjoyed that money, and then I thought, ooh, if I leave school and then I do that now for the general public, wouldn't that be something?
Okay.
That is literally how it started. I started in 2015, 2016, but I registered officially in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you just do websites and hosting, or there's much more than that?
There's a lot more to come. Trust me. I can't talk about most of it now because I want to keep it a surprise. Not really a surprise, but I don't want to show
Jinx
you
it, yeah.
Exactly. We at the moment we offer hosting and web development, web and app development.
Okay.
But very soon we'll be jumping into the 5G scene. We'll be offering a lot more services like ISPs and all what technology has.
Now, with the industry that you're in, right, and obviously you are competing to try and be the best, how has it been like to really penetrate the market and convince somebody who's like me, back in varsity, yes, it was very easy. I think I consulted with one of you, a person like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're some really good people.
Exactly, because and I'm not a geek.
Yeah.
But outside of it, how is it like to be able to really get into it?
To be honest, if you want to start a business, any kind of business, not just in the IT fraternity, literally, business is difficult. I won't lie to you. It's not easy, ever. Literally, earlier when I said you could sleep for a week, I meant it. But if you just persevere through it, and then one most important thing that I've learned in business is always keep relationships. relationships are literally everything in business. Because if she knows me and then I do right with her, she knows a whole lot more people who need me, so she's always going to be referring me.
Yeah.
And then in turn, she becomes my marketing agent. I always say the best marketing tool in the world is your happy customer. If your customers are happy, trust me, there's not even a need to market. So if you want to run a successful business and then keep it moving, make sure you deliver exactly what you tell people you deliver.
Marketing, gotta market, well... Head of marketing from ABM Thato Muchipisi, as well as managing director Godfrey from Web Mechanics is in the building, was talking about electrical engineering. He is here with us. So 74751545 is the number to WhatsApp. 16106 is the number to text, or even 39111066 if you have any questions or comments regarding the field. We have an expert here, as well as the course, because that's what Thato is here for, to help you manage your way through it, especially if you're very interested in such. After Ben Star with Sober BW, we will be continuing the conversation at 7:40. Sober BW on Yarna FM. Lift the music at 7:45. If you've just joined in, welcome to Recess with myself, Lerato Mudiaga. It's Next Gen right now, and we're talking to Head of Marketing from ABM University College, that is Thato Muchipisi, as well as Managing Director of Web Mechanics, that is Godfrey. And earlier on, we just sort of getting to know Godfrey and why he chose the path that he's in. And he just really gave advice, as well as in terms of when starting a business, really, which I feel like it's a very thing to note. It always keep good relations, because good relations means one person knows 10 people. Those 10 are also satisfied. Then you get the other 10 from each person.
Definitely.
Like, I'm thinking about it. Imagine.
It's a winning strategy.
Yeah. The spider web, from 1 access to 10, each one of those people access to another 10.
Yeah.
True.
By the time you know it, 3 years down the line, like Godfrey, you're telling us, bro, there are things that you cannot utter. You just don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
So, Tato, in terms of if I'm looking towards being like Godfrey, what should I expect, especially if I enroll with ABM University?
Okay, so we have different options. You can come in to do an advanced diploma in electrical and electronics engineering. You call it triple E. And like I said, we have different modules. There's different ways that you can do it. You can do electrical and electronic engineering computer systems, which is basically what then will help you to get to where Godfrey is. So you have different options. You can either go that route, or you could take the whole holistic course and then still pick out your modules from there, which allows you to be, as Godfrey said, what they can do and a step above, in that they are able to also now develop servers after doing triple E with us.
Okay.
And ultimately, that's what Godfrey then needs. So then Godfrey then gets you as your ABM graduate or whatever, able to develop a server, and then is able to work with you in that regard. Or you could go develop servers yourself. Your company develops servers, and then you simply then outsource that business to
Godfrey. So then he doesn't have to hire you. He just pays you.
Yeah. So like
but Godfrey doesn't want that. He's just like, true, but
trust me, I'm good. I'm good with paying people. I don't think I owe anybody right now. I don't owe anybody, I think.
Now, what are the requirements that I need to be successful, Godfrey, that you've picked up to be in the kind of industry that you're in?
Well, other than just your good relationships, you also have to come to the party. If I'm good with Lerato and I told her I'll deliver a product for her, I should also be able to actually deliver. And try not to overpromise. It's good to overpromise because you get your clients to have confidence in you, but make sure you don't overdo it, because then you're gonna disappoint. So always make sure you get your people in order, and then you can also deliver on what you said. And then one most important thing that you definitely need is to make sure you maintain your existing clients, and then be able to balance between getting new clients, running in the rat race, and then also not forgetting about Bolarato, how to stem back then. So you have to maintain both these, and then you also have to be good with working with people in terms of building a team, because if I've heard a quote a while back, I hope I can like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, get a team. So your team is literally who you are, because web mechanics is not made out of one person. If it was just me alone, trust me, it will not work. So you need to be able to balance between managing your new clients and then maintaining the ones that you have, and also building your team. That's, I say, if you get those in order, you're most likely to go far in the industry.
Now you offer you said it earlier in terms of students coming in for attachment, right? What are some of the things that you've picked up on, especially with upcoming students, upcoming graduates rather, that you feel they tend to do this one mistake or these things that kind of leads them astray?
I'd say the worst thing that I do not, that I've picked up about attachees is that a lot of them fail to connect the real world with the actual world, because in ABM you're gonna basically learn how to learn. You're not gonna learn everything. A lot of what I'm doing right now, no lecturer ever mentioned such a word, but what it taught me was how to learn when I actually get into the industry. So I think the biggest problem, the mistake that they make, is they think because they've learned Java and C#, that's exactly what they're going to do when they get to web mechanics. They're not going to do that, because they're going to meet Larato, who doesn't really know what C# is. All Larato wants is to get a server running. That's it.
And that's it.
That's it. So you need to be able to balance between the two. I say that's the biggest thing that I don't really, that I would take away from the way our school system is run currently. They learn too much about the book and not really about the industry. So when they get to us, you still kind of have to teach them and become a lecturer part-time, 2 minutes in Ghana, which kind of takes away from our time in the industry.
Okay. So for somebody who wants to be in electronics engineering, right?
Yeah.
And not just software, what would you advise them?
I'd say number one, like I said earlier, this industry is ever evolving. The number one trick is to always be willing to learn. And literally you're always learning, because technology is always evolving. And then being in a country like Bots, I think they still call us a third world country. A lot of times you're going to be learning, whereas in other countries, a lot of times they're inventing. So you need to always be upbeat, and then always be in touch with technology, and then be open-minded with computers and programming. Nothing is impossible. The way people, because that could be your Facebook moment. You get.
Okay.
So just literally keep a very open mind. I can't really give you specific advice, because I don't know. The spectrum is so broad. But I'll say literally keep an open mind, and then be dedicated into it. It will give you rewards.
Tato, in terms of if I want to enroll and I'm not yet studying, but I'm very keen, what are the requirements from ABM that you would need from me?
Well, if you are a Form 5 student, just completed your Form 5, we need you to have 3 credits, and then just simply make your way to our Block 6 campus.
3 credits?
3 credits. 3 credits, that means 3 C's at the very least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to have 3 C's at the very least, maths, science, and English.
Okay.
So then you make your way to our student recruitment and admissions office, where then you get to apply, and we're very, very quick to respond. But yes, we are currently taking in applications. It's open. Okay. So the earlier you get that, the better. Yeah.
And I was about to say, before we wrap up, first of all, I was and I came with 30 points. First system. I was like, over 3 credits.
I'm sure you're thinking money.
I was like, wait, what? Also, I just wanted to touch base before I let you go. In terms of the competition, I know it's still running. How is that going? Am I still eligible to apply for the competition in order to win a scholarship for entrepreneurship and development. Kana mabati a tswetswe.
Before I just get to that one, let me point out that to enroll into ABM, you have different options.
Okay.
You can either be government sponsored or self-sponsored. Just to put it out there, so whether government sponsorship or
you'll pay from your
self-sponsored,
pocket?
yes, you are welcome to still come in. And now to the competition. Yes, the competition is still running. 5 months to go. We picked one winner. We've picked 2 winners.
Yes.
So we're left now with 10 winners. So there's 10 spaces available. It's simple. Simply download the form on www.abm.ac.bw. Send it to info@abm.ac.bw. It's really that easy. And then just I'd hope to get some questions on Triple E, because we have been getting an influx on our social media. But anyway, guys, continue sending through those questions. And like I said, to get into our Triple E program, it's really truly easy. You need your 3 credits, and applying is as simple as coming into our offices, and then you will be helped as promptly as possible. Speaking
of your social media, where can one find you in order to continue the conversation there?
And we keep it really simple, yeah. So Facebook, we are ABM_University College. Instagram, ABM_University. Twitter, ABM_University.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Godfrey. Where can one find you if they want to engage with you?
On the internet.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's where I live. You can find me on all social platforms at Web Mechanics BW.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Nice.
Same type.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Godfrey, and thank you so much, Tato, for coming through. That was Tato Muchipisi, Head of Marketing, as well as Godfrey, Managing Director of Web Mechanics. And that's how we wrap up Next Gen. It happens every single Monday right here on Yarn FM. Live the music.
Gen was proudly brought to you by ABM University College, raising a generation of prosperous entrepreneurs and business leaders.